Hey, what's up, YouTube? Today I'm going to talk to you about some things that I noticed in regards to ASMR. Now, last night I decided to stop watching ASMR because I was getting fucking microwaved and radiated to shit yesterday. As you can see with the first compilation, I was not too happy. I hope I don't get angry too many more times. I really don't, because like I said, with this situation, you get what you get. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not a prophet. Or anything like that. I'm just a servant, a follower of Christ, and but what I tell you is true, and not all these things do I specifically know about. All right, I don't, but I do. I don't know how to explain it to you. It's spiritual. All right, I do. I'm not lying with you guys. I'm not playing with you guys. All right. Now you either hear the truth or you looking for someone to elect to become president. And if you don't want to see this beautiful black skin as your president, all right, take your emotions and click elsewhere. All right. Some people are on here for status crack. They just want views on their page, or they're like, wow, this nigga really wilding out, or X, Y, and Z. You could do whatever you want to do, but I wouldn't rap. If you might be young, I wouldn't want to rap myself or involve myself with so-called content that could potentially jeopardize my character, my job, or my relationships. All right. So if you're young, don't be reposting this to your page or anything like that, because they're gonna run all through your history and see who you dealing with. And you don't want them to start staging you or profiling you up as some type of extremist, right? Because the truth is radical anymore, and anymore nobody can accept the truth about themselves or otherwise. I've been upfront with you guys. You know what I'm saying? I go on ChatGPT. These are not things I brag about. I'm not bragging about it. I'm not promoting it. It's nothing like that. All right. But I am an individual that's honest. I give credit where it's due. All right. And upon these things and places I go, I see, when I see things, I investigate these things. I told you guys about, like, I like to cut my nails. I like to bite my fingernails. And every so often when my toenails get long enough, I cut that shit with scissors. I cut my toenails off. Sometimes I chew on it. You know, these are not necessarily appealing things that would make me some type of appealing candidate, but it definitely sure in the fuck makes me human. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is just real. This isn't like so-called content. What you watch is content. This shit right here is real. As you can see, it's very different. Okay? It's not for censorship. It's not so that I get statuses. It's not so I can get likes. I'm not trying to continue another season on YouTube necessarily. This is danger content. This is real content. This is controversial content because I'm coming straight from the hip. All right. I don't get paid. The only reason that you are able to have access to this content is by other means, because I know other brothers and sisters is putting this out here because they're not able to have a voice because that's what's taken from you. So when we talk about land of opportunity and all these other things, it's like either you get to do that or you get to have a voice. But for the nigga that has a voice, for those of you who are not contributing that enjoy my content, damn. Can a nigga get a nickel bag of weed? A nickel bag of weed? I can't have a job. I can't have a girlfriend. I mean, shit, look what they did to Mike Tyson. I'm not talking about, this event, the fight he just got into with Jake Paul. I'm talking about Mike Tyson that, came up in that malicious industry of fucking vultures that painted him to be a bad guy that he was not. And you can see his innocence and character pertain to he got an innocent heart. All right. But they want to paint him as a monster because he has the potential to fuck you up real bad. He can decease you very quickly. You see what I'm saying? So they want to paint him as a monster because anytime you are a black man that's capable of taking care of yourself, all right, then you're some type of nemesis. You're some type of something to be feared. Okay? I suppose because we look different. That would make us rare also, according to statistics. Even though factually it's fucking impossible for me to be a minority. Holocaust, 6 million Jews died. Antiochus Epiphanes killed like over 120 million Christians. I think it was Antiochus. Killed over 120 million Christians. Maybe up in the 140s million. You know, we don't have any grieving over that. You know what I'm saying? We don't know how many black people die or continually dying while slavery has ended since Obama was in the office. Racism. And this systematic torture and things that I go through where you get randomly microwaved and all sorts of shit. Lose your job opportunities, any type of networking, any type of situation for relationships. And what do you is always expected out of you? What does the earth say it's never had enough of in scripture? All right. It talks about the horse leech that has 2 daughters that says give, give. When you see the vampire with the archetype with 2 daughters, all right, scarlet, these whores that say give, give, what are they doing? Scarlet represents sin. Okay. It represents sin. People don't like the color. You understand what I'm saying? So when you have an actress named Scarlett Johansson, you know what she had to go through to get there. You understand? It's fucked up like that. All right? Coming straight from the hip. I ain't said nothing illegal. I ain't gave no medical misinformation. Not like your parents who groom you to become a Mason to give up your ass and your health for a paycheck to buy medicine that they need to test on you for research. For the generation that will live, that conquers, I suppose, death. But why would we be so adamant about conquering death? Just turn on the fucking news. This is not exactly the place to live. This is not the place that Christ said, fight for me here. But when you can't even pass through here, no friends, no girlfriend, everybody is without excuse. You caught with your pants down. Okay? Females are only out for resources, plausible deniability, and being lesbians because they're scared of white men. For the most part. Because white men are fucked up. They got a history of being fucked up. They teach you that in your own history class that they fucked up. And they have the mercy of being fucked up without a wheelchair. And they don't think to thank God. Because they don't think. For them white individuals that are my brothers and sisters in Christ, they're not white any more than I am black. That's just God activity. But for everybody else that's preoccupied with knowledge, your knowledge is what divides us. Look at this fucking place. This place is in shambles. I don't got any time for that. And I get depressed every time I go on ChatGPT or I look at ASMR. I just decide to stop looking at it because it's like, well, here are these individuals that's behind this divide that's definitely kept separate from straight males, which I knew since entrance when I got inside of this game. And they had all these goofy ass niggas going in there fucking these females. The Bible talk about strange fire. So this is where you get a lot of your archetypes of genetics of what individuals look like when they talk about that. They talking about the dudes that went in and raped the women. They were all white at Walmart. Walmart suffers for 2 complaints that you go on the comment online thing, and that's for discrimination and that's for racism. Okay? You will find more of that with Walmart than you will find with Aldi's, because Aldi's will not hire you if they consider you to be a risk. You have to be a homosexual black man to work there. I couldn't work there with 2 college degrees. Trust me, I filled out several applications. They were looking for help. They hire sex opportunities. They work their work by pestilence and disease. Look at the Native Americans. At least they were smart enough to move on a reservation. But it's like, shit, unless I go to a casino, I don't see one. You feel me? It's intricate like that. What people has turmoil displaced by their disease? Nothing but sickness and trample and killing. And all of this hate is fake because it comes out of their insecurity. And I'm spitting acid. Looking for love. Our niggas run to the flock to look at a fruit according to an appearance of what it looks like. If it does not look sick and it does not crawl, don't fuck with it. Don't fuck with nothing out there, all right, that does not look sick and doesn't crawl. Because these two things certain individuals need to be doing. And in a generalized 99 percentile place. White man is what it is. You can spread all this hate on mainstream media, on the news. When crimes are committed, you post up black people faces and things like that. You don't do the same with white people. It's a double standard in society. And you're the most sensitive fucks I ever seen. And you rule by disease. And you're some type of archon that cross mixes. And when you cross mix with them females after how you treated them and other races, you see a lot of exceedingly fucked up white people that are exceedingly effeminate. The white man fights for his masculinity than any other race. That's God activity. An insecurity that they know about, they have a lot of knowledge about other people from their sickness. You understand? This is why you got to be careful adopting stray cats. Black women have lost their sauce, got too caught up in the pride and fell into white man's hand just to marry a brother. The white girl dreams of having what the black woman has, right? But she is not loyal to the white man like the black woman is. That's why I'm like, hold up, let me step over here. But she has to sell out to witchcraft and be a lesbian. This is the push male agenda. So then the thing turns into the subliminal of, if a motherfucker is gay, then he can get a girl. Then they control these commodities, these white females, and pull them back and make that individual, try to turn that individual out and make them gay. When you read the story of David and Goliath, he said he wanted to feed David's body to the birds of the air. He's talking about the avians, the different tribes and nations of the world. Okay. And he wants to whore out David's people. All right. These are archetypes of situations that have occurred in history pertaining to the Bible. All right. That scripture might look very different when I go across it, but might make a lot more sense if I do. But I'm not a free preacher. I'm not going to get in the place of individuals looking for some type of Messiah prophet, because these motherfuckers down here will worship anything. Respectfully. There's certain things in the Bible, according to the law, according to diets, that individuals, all is good according to God. All receive the thanksgiving. But I got to tell you, white people's behaviors are like Asian people's diets. All is accepted. It's unbiased like God. And when you have a certain law and moral code that you follow and certain things that you don't fuck with, you begin to recognize different spirits that are attached to even a favorite food that somebody likes. So even your selection in humans and what I watch on YouTube becomes very Pellegrino, mineral water. Because they carry their essence with them. And I suppose this is some type of spiritual tentacle that binds society together. I'm going to show you a couple things I wanted to check on Maddie today. And this first Maddie I'm going to show you is not the Maddie that I was originally looking to check on. Okay, the Maddie I was going to check on is from Walmart Corp. This is a different Maddie. This Maddie has a short that she came out with called Day in the Life Part 2. Okay. And she is an ASMRist. And I could tell that this young lady is recently bought a house and is going through experiencing a lot of emotional and spiritual pain. She got caught up in something. She's healthy. She take care of herself. Otherwise, she does her responsible things. It looks like she's in good health. She's built very well, especially after having children. That she might have been a worksheet baby out of one of these corporations from the initial start. And she had to work her way to this place. The child she has, or the children she have, she loves, but it's not from the man that she loves or that she's under mind control to. This is how you make it in the white world. Okay. Now, when you get to this situation here, okay, they got a couple clips of how her day in the life goes, and you could see the pain on this woman's face. Naturally, like I said, what happened to Maddie, what they do when they come to these worksheet babies, they give you a worksheet, tell you what exercise to do for the day. It basically raises you. This is how they raise multitude of people. Mother, right? And they defile you, put you under mind control, and they give you a spirit. So the whole essence of your mind is based upon psychology and science, rather than something natural that God gave you. The spirit of this individual is in a different location. This is what I'm talking about. They're in Illa right now. All right. They're in Illa. After a certain amount of time, they're, a certain attitude of their memory or who they was before Earth will come to them and they'll snap out of it. That's what happens in Illa. All right. This right here, and this makes you think of that Rihanna song, Under My Umbrella, Ella, Ella. She might be in Ella. She might be in Illa, I-L-A-H. That Kylo, that place where it's a factory. You just work your entire life. You work your ass off, right? Eventually you can work your way to the bottom. You have another opportunity after you work to experience this life again and go back through this thing. And each time you grow, you get a little bit better. All right. But you got to be careful with people you have beef with, because individuals that got long memories, as myself, it don't matter if you die or not. I'm going to remember you on this side. I probably can find you on the outside, and you won't even know who I am. Okay. I'm not something you want to fuck with. This right here, this flesh, this ain't serious to me. If I stomp you out, I'm going to do it for real. In the spirit world, at home. It ain't going to be magic or witchcraft. I'm going to literally lay your ass bare and fuck you up. You understand what I'm saying? That way you could remember it, and you will make sure you know me. I got niggas on their tiptoes in the suburb walking outside, because they know they walk at the same time as me, and I know they schedule, and individuals know what they're about. But you know what? When I see them do that, you know what I'm saying? I spiritually send something out, let them know it's all good, because I'm not after you like that. I just want people to be conscious, man. And I mean, it's like people stage and time. There's something, because it's nothing to do in the suburbs, man. Most of these people just sit around. They don't got jobs, nigga. I don't know. I can't just sit in the house all day, but I don't have drugs or a girlfriend. You see what I'm saying? I sit in this motherfucker sober. You gotta be built different to do this type of shit and be a 3D human. You know what I'm saying? These other entities are 4D. I don't got it like that. I sit up in this joint sober, get chastised because I want a little bit of weed. I'm bored to death. All right, let me turn this up and show you Maddie here. Hopefully, I didn't mean it. It's just frustrating because I see these young ladies. I'm like, damn, I could have took care of that shit. Here, hold up, man. All right, so this is Maddie ASMR. This is not the one originally I was looking up.
To film a little portion of a try-on haul.
All right, so you're gonna pay attention. I want you to pay attention to her face when she's sitting down and eating food.
And we dove into homework, and after my son had basketball, we were so starving that we went out for pizza.
It sucks that the camera's on the corner of the cell phone because it's.
And I went home because I have some boxes to autograph for the first
Look at her face. Hold on. She looks very sad here.
Take the dogs for a walk, and then I heat up some leftovers for lunch.
I'm just looking for that one clip in this short. Right here.
I hop back into my messages again and schedule the YouTube video for today.
If you pay attention, she's very listless, lonely, and sorrowful, and in regret. Okay? Something happened to that woman. Something happened to that woman, and for her to be built like that, she's not walking around in public. You don't see these young ladies in public. That means relevates to two things and from two trajectories of lifestyles. Okay? She was forced in this predicament. You need to watch that movie called Thriller. What they do to these, and they get them doped up and they have them house sit and they keep the kids. And what they do is after they get them pregnant and give them a house or whatever, with drug money or whatever, they leave them there. I'm like, shit, I don't get to do that. And even in my reward, I probably won't get to do that. But this is what they get to do. And they hate their life. These women are suffering. It's not like a valuable breakup. It's fucked up. So what I'll do is I'll have to download this shit and attach it to this video. All right? That way you can see it clear. Okay? The Maddie I was looking for. Okay, and they moved. Here it is. Look, this is Maddie. I knew Maddie at Walmart. See, she came from the underground. I didn't know her like that. We went to school together. All right. Now look at Maddie's face. She's still alive in there. Maddie is disassociated. Okay. She's going through trouble. Her eyes are crying out for help. Okay. This was 5 years ago. All right. If you pay attention to Maddie 5 years ago, she looked very different than the Maddie we see today. Okay. She looks generally the same, but she's different. All right. And she does the same thing as that other Maddie. She sits in the house. She does ASMR videos. Probably got knocked up by some dude and abandoned her. Same thing with Rapunzel. The same thing happens. You need to watch the movie Thriller. Look at this young lady here. Disassociated. And what they do is they speak in this relaxing tone, and it's great. But I can't be tone deaf or trauma deaf and not recognize that these young ladies are traumatized and under deep state mind control, probably in Illa. The time that they get out is when I exit here, and then we go club it up. We go party in a different place after I get back to Hyperia. And we have a blast, man. We have a blast. It's popping. You know what I'm saying? But this is not what their spirit looks like. This is human shit. This is video game shit to me. This is here. You niggas up here need to realize these motherfuckers are emojis with pride. It's unrealistic. They ain't got no soul or swagger or anything about them that's real or any type of real character, work ethic, or nothing else like that, man. This is a fake world. You can't lose in this world. All right? So if I was a real loser, I would be successful. This is the upside down kingdom. And when you deal with powerful parties that are cowards, that are insecure, all right, they have to oppress those who don't have much and bring you down into the soot. They have to pull you down, right? In order to maintain their status, because all they have is an ego. They're nothing but an emoji. Anyone that's made it, and if you ain't got any sense of integrity about you, they break you down. When I seen Kamala Harris cry over that presidency or whatever, and she was going to get into other things, hey, man, that kind of hurt me because I'm like, you know what? That individual's in there that actually care. Trump ain't going to cry over this country. All right? These motherfuckers don't give a fuck about you. Rather than perception, you not agree with anything that somebody has to say, rather deal with somebody that give a fuck about you than somebody who don't. But you guys are about public relation and cosmetic reasons. This guy brings on a smorgasbord of celebrities, and now we're just happy to have them in our abode after the fucking Capitol Hill situation. I could kick over this fucking country. I wish a cop would come to my door. I'll rip a Secret Service by his ear, nigga. All these niggas is clowning, fake, and extol. God has exposed your fucking skirt. And these weak ass niggas with weak ass mentality do these to young girls before they graduate. And they're the cool guy and they're able to break all the rules. And there's a double standard for niggas like me who are actually really cool, who really got swagger and shit like that. I gotta fuck around and deal with these fucking peons that want to front. And then there's a law in place where they get in a fight and do MMA and be as tough as all they want. You know what I'm saying? I could be a square for you not know me from Tuesday to Friday. I'll pop you on the side of your head. And I'm not saying I'm only weigh 185. It ain't that deep. I ain't a knockout artist or none of that shit. I'm just saying these motherfuckers out here this shit is bullshit, bro. The whole shit. All these niggas is liars, bro. All these niggas is liars. I didn't get a fucking pass, you guys. My whole family will tell you that. I didn't get no fucking pass. The reason why they don't come here because the shit that come out of my mouth, they terrified it'll come out of my mouth. I'll rip a motherfucker apart with the shit I say. And physically. All right? This is not regular strength or energy. That's the Holy Spirit. That's God's strength and energy. And I tell you white niggas the same thing I'll tell these niggas out here and any motherfucking race that think they got it. I will break you niggas. This is long overdue. Stop harassing these young ladies. You can't have a girlfriend because, and after they do it to one, they move on to a different one. That's what these girls know. And they live on sad and shit. They live sad because they like, damn, what did I do? Oh, I don't got a man. I can't get a man because I got this house. They don't let them do anything else. They totally cage them. Birds in a cage, man. The shit is fucked up. See, it took me a while to pick it up because I thought so. I looked at these Smarts. I'm like, yo, these ladies are stuck in the room. Look, all of them. MK, man. Look, she's struggling. She's going through it. She got a smile. She puts on a good face and things of this nature. I'm like, why are they not smiling? What is going on with them and things like that? I start asking, yo, get that one out of there. She's struggling. She's going through something. You see? And they try to make them coin something ASMR wrestling and tie it to sex. So you should have all these attractive ladies doing it. It's not like the old school when I got on ASMR. People didn't have the right mics or anything like they just had regular ass shit. And it's like, yo, I'm coming on here and this is what I do. I do my shit. I'm more attracted to that first. Your attraction don't get you too far. That shit I'm attracted to first. But you know what? These young ladies is hurting. They're crying out for help. And this is what happened to celebrities and nobody can hear them and they die inside. Your neighbors, everybody around, they die inside. They don't have the heart. They don't have anything. They got tie downs. They got children. They can't speak. So I'm using my voice to help others. And look how they shit on me. None is with excuse here. Not even myself. But if it fuck me, fuck everybody with me. Everybody going to hell with me. You understand me? Fuck you niggas. You understand? This is fucking deplorable. Look, this woman right here, depressed as fuck. I don't know what happened to young lady, Maddie. This is a different Maddie, but I hope things get better. Now on this screen, she's trying to hold up a good face, and she's holding it up. Holding it. Work. She's working. Now look at her screen. Pay attention to her eyes and her face expression when she's sitting at the table and she's writing something down. You will see that she's in immense pain. Look, the eyebrows, how the eyebrows. She's trying to smile. She's trying to get through it. And she has a concern. She has a lump in her throat. She's about to cry. I start seeing the same thing. When you go on these campsites, you see these young girls, sometimes they look like they about to cry, man. They look like they hurting. They not really in this life. And you get to realize, these cam models, this ain't some type of profession. A lot of these motherfuckers might have been trafficked. Now we got Cash App and everything else. People want to worry about a drug problem and we want to drag our feet about legalizing weed because we want to build up its value. It's all economy. It's a sex market because they drain the money out. So it's all leverage and things like that. That's how it is. In minorities, what happened to the black people is they mixed you down like they did the white girl. They did the white girl way worse than they did the black woman. Okay? The difference is the white girl, they don't have that same horsepower being under that hoof as black women to just speak up and say some shit. So what happens to black people, because we speak up, they can't tame it. We're not as pliable. Okay. They scared of us. They address us in a group and all sorts of shit like that. That's what that is. These motherfuckers ain't got no fucking balls. That's what the fuck is going on. You know what I'm saying? Look, all that struggle. I'm like, dang, all these very nice young lady, it's like, hey man, I could have had a girlfriend or something. You know what I'm saying? Probably deal with squares, some corny ass niggas that they thought was cool at first, or total assholes, man. You know what I'm saying? If you one of these niggas, repent and get your life right. Yeah, and I really can't. After I said that shit on the fucking internet yesterday, hey man, just because I like kids, I start getting microwaves and all sorts of shit all night. Because these niggas, in sense, that's what they is. They pedophile. Now, see, that's disease. Disease know it done fucked up the woman, so now it fuck with the children. Okay? Talk about tentacle. These niggas, these spirits is like fucking parasites and amoebas and all sorts of shit like that. They own that type of intellect. Of some type of singularity type of situation that has taken over the domain of man's body. That is the Antichrist. You understand what I'm saying? It's just a shell. That's all niggas are. The rest of them is devoured. It's taken by some other spirit. And you're dealing with that. That's what you're dealing with. You're dealing with internal situations that is running a course as a machine. They are lawless, so they don't have a pathology. These are spiritual implications. HIV, diabetes, these things that can't be solved. And so they test the medicine on you while destabilizing and killing off the population in a soft Agenda 21, a soft kill. Or in other words, we'll just call it a soda. Eugenics Eugene. Soft kill, soft drink. We'll call it a soda. That's what the fuck is happening right now. You know what I'm saying? Hey man. I don't know what to tell you niggas. And I'll tell you another thing. Any white boy that think he want to get fresh with me over these fucking videos. There is a myth to the entire whiteness. The white race is I mean, I don't know how many fucking lies there is, man. It's no way. The most hilarious thing I ever heard was white people talking about antediluvian blood and calling black people monkeys. They're just primitive in their knowledge, man. All they are is sick. They know that they're genetically weak and shit like that. They ain't built for shit. A lot of you niggas ain't built for shit. Ain't worth shit. Peace and blessing with all you niggas.